Hey everyone! Have you ever seen a place on Earth that looks like the surface of the moon? Or even Mars? Today, we're visiting one of the strangest natural wonders in Europe, the famous mud volcanoes of Romania. And believe it or not, these volcanoes don't erupt lava. Instead, they bubble with cold mud and natural gas from deep underground. Let's go explore! These mud volcanoes are located in the Buzău region, in northern Romania. This place is considered home to the largest mud volcanoes in Europe. And honestly, the landscape here feels like another planet. When I visited this place, I spent some time reading the information boards around the site, and I thought it would be interesting to share some of those facts with you. According to the information here, there are 4 main types of volcanoes found on Earth: mud volcanoes, magmatic volcanoes, ice volcanoes, and sand volcanoes. The magmatic volcanoes are the ones we usually know, the volcanoes that erupt hot lava. But mud volcanoes are completely different. Instead of lava, natural gases, especially methane, rise from deep underground. These gases mix with water and clay beneath the surface, and the pressure slowly pushes the mud upward. Over time, the mud builds small cones, craters, bubbling pools, and tiny mud lakes. And the most fascinating part is, these mud volcanoes are constantly active. Every few minutes, you can see bubbles forming and mud slowly flowing out of the ground. The information boards also mention that mud volcanoes are actually quite rare. Worldwide, there are only around 700 mud volcanoes, compared to nearly 1,500 magmatic volcanoes found on land. Interestingly, almost half of the world's mud volcanoes are located in Azerbaijan. The ones there are larger and more dangerous, but they erupt less frequently. The mud volcanoes here in Romania may be smaller, but they are much more active, bubbling almost continuously. Mud volcanoes can also be found in countries like Bulgaria, Italy, Ukraine, and of course, Romania. But according to the information here, the largest mud volcanoes in Europe are found right here in the Buzău region. One of the most unique things about this place is the landscape itself, because very few plants can survive here. The ground looks dry, cracked, and almost lifeless, just like the surface of Mars. That's one reason why this place has become so popular among tourists, photographers, and even geologists. Local legends about these mud volcanoes are also really interesting. People here once believed that the cone-shaped mud formations were created by dragons, and the bubbling mud pools, according to folklore, they were made by giant monsters or ogres. Scientifically, the difference between these shapes depends on the amount of water in the mud. When the mud contains less water, it becomes thick and sticky, creating tall cone-shaped formations. But when the mud contains more water, it spreads more easily and forms bubbling mud pools and lakes instead. If you're planning to visit this place, spring and autumn are considered the best seasons. The entrance fee is very affordable, around 4 lei for adults and 1 lei for children. But there are also a few important safety rules visitors should follow. Never touch the mud because it contains chemicals that may irritate your skin. And never step onto the mud pools. The mud comes from deep underground, and it can be dangerous. Since methane gas is released here, lighting fires near the volcanoes is extremely risky as well. If you visit during rainy weather, make sure to wear proper shoes because the mud becomes very slippery. And during hot sunny days, don't forget to bring water and sun protection. The protected forests around this area are also home to rare plants found only in this region, so please respect nature and avoid damaging the environment. And finally, leave nothing behind except your footprints. If you enjoyed this journey to Romania's incredible mud volcanoes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel adventures. See you in the next video!